If I'm fake and you're real, did you take and not let heal? On time limousine and car servicing. At home, you threw the fucking kitchen sink and try to create what is link after link after link. But because of your stink and an erased skating rink on Wood Avenue in Edison, if you were in line with a faith that was entwined, when many maligned, court summons, jailed, fined, ignoring the man, his ability to grind in areas he possibly shined or where he led in ways good, instead of being someone who understood the call of the hour, the need of desperation. The last priority that you made was the soul of this nation. This is the reason, despite the amount of time, willingness to commit crime, time after time, I stood still, took it all in. Used words, rhyme, to counter your cruel ways, counting the number of days this perfidious, deceitful animal saves. The hell he raised never phased, not for a second. Because your side is whack, it is lacking. While your guns raising, mine's blazing, said blazing saddles. Instead of heralding with recognition, for someone who did things of metals, turn him into a joke who you want to catch a stroke. Had him in Carteret, poke after poke after poke. Robbery, invasion of a home. Because of a street in Mount Laurel that starts with Rome. That way is why you pay. You think you deserve accolades, roses, perhaps a bouquet? Consider yourself to be apt above the fray? So let me say, if I may, no demon you did slay. A dad you wanted died, who did absolutely abide with the legal code. Actually exceeded expectation. Because he himself was grand, You never did land. All hands on deck. Police, lawyers, judges, doctors, hospitals, ERs, used instead of what they were built for because of your rotten inner core you had for me in store for 11 years. Tears, and no one that hears. But still, there is my Lord and Savior who paves the way. When you wanted me served up on a platter, maybe a tray. I missed you by an inch because before it began, it was a cinch. No competition you could hope to give that'll make stop this man who wanted from the beginning to end live, who you give your baton is a certified con. I am Let's Roll on United 93 and Megatron. You know what that means? Imagine the scenes. 35,000 feet up in the air. Words, rumors, news. America. Hurting. Tortured in blues. In a cockpit filled with flight school students, passenger safety in ruse, fear, trepidation, nervousness, cabin crews. Knowing they were going to lose no matter what, carried on a terror, abuse. Many started talking. The bravest, couple of them, even walking in their minds, not their children, spouse. Old Glory, Star Stripes. Not Tom Cruise, Wesley Snipes. Washington. The Emancipation Proclamation. Things that freed the nation. Led this agitation, outrage, started turning page after page after page, developing an unbridled rage for no publicity, fame, no one stage, but for simply Mother Nation. So finding everything they could in a cabin crew station, compartments for storage, started building courage, congregations, and decided they will be one of 4 that refused to give in, to not even try to save. Would have been a sin. Let's roll, United 93. That flight, its most famous words. Hudson River, Captain Sully. The beach that is Normandy. And the sleeping sailors of Pearl Harbor. Do you think your publicly traded DPZ in Ann Arbor, Michigan, used a public company, its abuse, still continues to amuse many in halls of power? Where is the legitimacy, the integrity in that tower? If it had any power, it was the need of the hour. You wouldn't cower, hide behind lies. Look at your size. How many gals and guys? Every time you do what makes everyone decent hide is because their soul shies. And outrage does rise in each one, but because of the way they have been stunned, makes them want to instead turn away, run. This is not fun, my brother, sister. I do assert I did not earn this for me and my child in any single way. That is true. Rumors, lies, jealousy, envy of ordinary. Crew after crew after crew. Knocked on every single door. Doesn't matter who. They all said, hush, shoo. You're dirtier and stinkier to us than the shittiest poo. You're a kid. This world can get rid. You unequal, forget, untouchable, pure demon you are. This time, this mob will go farther than far. Think your star, have a fancy car. Consider your skills to be on par. Confident you are? Criminal. Shit. Aghast. You make us disgusted we are. We cannot say in enough of a way how much you'll pay for each breath that you took. The Statue of Liberty. and Karen amongst us shook. Each step of a ladder that you climbed, your execution, how perfectly timed, was always meant to be. You could be the greatest of everything every time. Even God himself on your corner will be made to flee. Why? I actually thought that if I used rot, pretended to get caught, brought heat, made me molten lava hot, the Americans I brought who claim their ancestors fought for family, faith, freedom, fatherhood, many good, many fair would appear every single time. No, you dumb shit. We will be perfectly happy, willing to commit crime. RICO means piss to us. Getting rid of you and her is more important than Aerosmith, the Beatles, and Kiss to us. Fuck American legacy. You are a fucking heresy. Embarrassing us simply by being there. Stand amongst us so tall. How fucking dare. Do you think we care? Anti-housing laws, truth in lending, wealth preservation for the community. We have immunity, impunity. We can infringe. You're dust, garbage. You make us stench. You, ick. Every wound you lick, every strike will stick in ways that you won't know or understand. That is the society, the United States. Its demand that we will accept abuse and rape, beat downs, stabbings, homes invaded, tenancy denied. This cockroach, rat, rabbit, dog who says he died on a date in April of 2019. This fucking filth, dirty drug fiend, creating a public scene. I mean, we have our status and repute. I mean, what does it matter? The education institution, integrity, the dean, rules, legal code, law of the land. This fucking bastard came from the sand. Let's all get together. Let's each one give a hand so that we can be all on top of him. So firm we'll stand. Each part of his world will upend, destroy, and gladly be known, shown. I mean, it is already foregone conclusion that his life after 2015 was an illusion. All that he's done is dirt and dust. Let's eliminate the confusion. We'll hide. Say there was some contusion, some anomaly. That was his kid, that family. Hardwood floor allegation. That was actually the highest point of our elation. What does that say? Nothing. A cockroach bled, and his egg that should have never even cracked. She covered her eyes with those hands. Her vision was blacked. What does that little bitch know? How deep, how powerful we can go. Stifle, stymie, deny, and ground to dust. Showing the entire world why it should always trust. Justice, fairness, truth, process applies to people, not whatever this is. You don't have to know anything. Leave it to us. That's the biz. More important than the both of their life is a can of pop soda. Actually, just the fizz. It's a misfortune, tragedy, that this human life, so filthy, raggedy, even does survive the womb, the labor. Such a waste of time. Let's just get it done. Rid of this slime, grime. It's time. Call the lieutenant, the police captain, the doctor, the judge. While they're beheaded, give them chocolate fudge, proving ourselves we're not toxic sludge. That's them too. Important this is. Let's coordinate. It may be a little sloppy, but who's watching? He keeps saying, wait. Great. What a fucking Looney Tune. When he will understand later or soon, he would have been a deletion and erasure at best. A failed guinea pig. Test of a pest who refuses to die and rest. Says to give our best. he has a God. Something that is broad. Does it even apply? Fucking stupid guy. My oh my. Who told him this lie? If there was a God, would there be Chanel in just about 2 miles of good space in the city of brotherly love? When push comes to shove, down below or up above, it's just us and ours. Gowns, evenings at the Met. Look at my coat and our cars. I mean, we are the stars. The whole reason why the world is. These are all just people that don't matter. They're white noise for us to play with in our downtime, like cheap toys. All hoity-toity and equality he fucking talks of. Let's fucking beat him down. Knock his socks off. I bet you he'll cry like a little girl. Obscenity we'll hurl. Pin him down. Inject him with fluids. Call him names. Say he's paranoid, schizophrenic, bipolar. In short, a demon. A pile of shit on the ground, steaming, swarming with bees. That means more to us, that pile of shit, than this sleaze and his Oakland Park lease. He will not pay our fees. Won't say we advocate. Says instead, we destroy, eradicate our own institutions. He's making things tough. Make for him everything rough. Legendary stuff. Cunning, coy, manipulative, deceitful, and heinous. Let's stuff up a slab of cement up his anus. Quiet him the fuck down. Bury him in something deeper than the ground. Let's make sure even his corpse isn't found. I know there's no such thing. Ask around. After all, at this business, we're pretty well versed. We've done it many times. Gotten rid of sons, daughters, fathers, mothers. Who cares about the Lady Liberty? It's mothers. The mom that gave us the boy. Neither one of them are right now anywhere near. Let me make it clear. we are all things of fear. You hear? If we started being real, sincere, true, clear, concise, effective, we'd have to share in actual, real ways. There will not be enough. It would be craze. Everyone will start eating and earning. I'd much rather keep it this way. Instead of guys running towards fire, burning buildings about to come down. Let's do so dirty this dirt that the rest of eternity we do astound, make bound to round after round after round after round. Any Snoopy hound who makes us exposed, known, it must be shown what we will do. To open disclosure, accountability, promises of transparency, and responsible power. If he actually believed that those things relieved anything messy, wouldn't we have actually done some work at the office or outside? I'm sure every forefather made it all up and lied. Copy pasted this Bill of Rights, this so-called Constitution, was in some red Indian closet of despair. We are blue eyes, blonde hair. Those things for the peasants who would ever care. From the very top to the bottom. Let's get aligned. Show this slop. We will not stop. Cop after cop after cop after cop after cop. We'll broom them aside. Maybe use a mop for the blood. We don't even need to apply any caution nor care from the president to the mayor, lieutenant, patrolman, this state to that one, and all of its alleys are his death valleys. Let's just make sure us and our own can keep filled their bellies for the rest of time. Who's on board? I know I am. Me too. Me, and me. And I also. The most important part is how bloody we can make this fucking fart. We'll use our minds, body, soul, heart until the end, from the start. Aptitude, meritocracy, truth, fairness. These decorative pieces is what makes all things good. And our achievements. It all ceases. I mean, we're the chess game. The Rook Knight Queen. All of us have to decide. This death vessel for this ungodly hassle. Has to be monumental, epic. This has to be our best yet. Does it matter at all how far we'll fall and if our children are watching? The police departments, municipal courts, district, superior, supreme. And at the end of the day, all just hot air and it's steam. It is all up to us, judge, jury, executioner. We will deem what he can have or say to who and what time. Larry Flynt, his free speech. Fuck his message. Let's get Big Meech. Sneakers, tweakers, speakers, leakers. That's what we need to stay on the top. He talks of assets, earnings previews, IPOs, SPACs, unusual options activity. Let's just make breaks stacked as high as tall. All around him, no matter what, stood and fall. Encumber, stifle, crush. It's okay, believe me, hush. What if his life was resourceful, lush? How will we then get by without working? We'll die. His very birth on this earth is scourge and piss. Hiss, snarl. Say what you need to. Do it all. Until he will fall. Crawl, kneel. We'll say he killed, raped, looted, steal, anything. Let's just make it all up. We'll write it and show so that we can shine and glow. To and fro, A to Z, only we can be things of any significance. If everyone had a shot, that'll be our rot. We would have been caught. Known to never have fought America's battle. Our blade, its supposed rattle, is an unprotected sheep, cattle, without a shepherd, because it's an auto pen that calls. The stature of Chuck Yeager, Charlie Kirk, diminishes, falls. So what? They're just people. Ours is a movement. We've been at it since the beginning of time. I don't want to compete with this fucking robot. He's AI. Book nerd. I'm sure he cheats. Says he reads books. These fucking crooks. And their hooks, sales pitch. We're the ones powerful, rich. Let's make sure it all goes off smooth without a hitch. Okay, let's go. This fucking lawn, let's mow. On and on and on and on and on he's been. Let's just put a pin. Deal with, in a way, that not for another night or a day. We have to deal, provide reason and justify what we chose to do. I mean, do they have a clue how hard? Sometimes we can take apart because we're smart. Nature of the beast. It goes with the game. Nothing changes. Remains the same. Never elevate. Stay filled with hate. Say we're great, and when someone walks in, use them as bait. That is our fate. Everything else, garbage, third rate. Nothing to worry about. If there were dudes and gals, smart, stout, that had mental acuity, aptitude, how would we have gotten off the concoction we brewed? Do not fool yourself or delude. Let's not ruin the mood. Drink wine, drink blood, eat hearts raw. No matter what. Who, when saw this murder and the other. All we need is the brother, mother, the dad. Oh, it was a smuggler, that lad? Who would have been known had he checked the cabin crew and their stuff a long time ago? Well, it's all done in it. So? And what about the uncle, the landlord? Is it true what he said? All of it. Well, still does not fit. Let's carry on with this hit. I know with me, it does fit well. Perfection, actually, I feel. His fate, let's seal. So that he cannot appeal. So that we cannot eat like carnivores. A refugee on these shores. Let's put on mute this Jesus guy who implores, keeps interjecting on his behalf. Let's just tell our staff in his face, deny, laugh, shoo away. All of this kind. It puts us in a bind. Makes us use our mind, effort, dedication. This amount of effort, contemplation, gives me a headache. It'll confuse and break what I am and have chosen to be. Stay quiet. Don't listen to what he says. Ignore the plea. Legal, lawyer-like, doesn't matter what. Let's just make harder. Strike after strike after strike after strike. Use a train, car, airplane, mics, bikes, universities, students. This is the way of the champions, of men and women, prudent, wise, so that our lives does not give a rise to a population and its size that tries to apprise to this team that is called We the People. I mean, what is this trash? Full of bravado, so brash, confident, and upright, talks of a heart that they have that they'll use in a fight so that things can be fair, made right. All of this is shite. Let's darken, conceal, censor, repeal, crush, stifle, take out the nukes, the handgun and the rifle. Demolition, weapons, ammo, all of our arsenal. Make it 10 times. Than we have ever before. That is how we can hate. This guy we abhor. So get the maximum and then add some more. Poison him to his very core before he starts to explore another DOJ email or trooper somewhere. What if we come across someone who's meant to be a boss, who's not okay with this loss? It'll be problematic. These type of people are just static. Garbage. Matter they never, none, intended pun. Let's just always ignore, shun, shoo away, so we can never be made to answer or pay for things we do or have done. Let not rise the sun. These flies be gun or cut to pieces. Show them their fate. Filthy feces.